Jada Pinkett exposes why she humiliated Will Smith on Red Table Talk. The gift that just keeps on giving. Jada Pinkett Smith. Every chance she gets, she's just going to continue to drag Will Smith down, brother. And don't get me wrong. I'm about 98.7% sure that Will Smith was cheating on his wife and out there cracking cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop, you know what I'm saying? Vigorously, deviously. However, he never exposed that shit, you know what I mean? She openly exposed it. She was sleeping with her son's friend that just so happens to be homosexual now. And hey, bro, if you want to be homosexual, be you. I ain't mad at you for being homosexuals. You know what I mean? However, how you crack Jada Pinkett Smith and now you homosexuals? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Things gotta be a little deeper. I'm not gonna hold you. Anyway, let me stop the yap. Let's get into the video and let's hear from the horse's mouth herself. But as always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all the love and support, for real. Now let's get into the video.
You tell, can I tell the little twist part?
Yeah, you tell the little twist part.
Set it up, because this one I was ready to throw my book across the room.
She too messy, bruh. She too messy. Who is this woman? Why is she so messy? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it a stat. The book sales can't be making that much money on. That shit can't be making more than Will Smith movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's focus on what's important. You know what I'm saying? You over here trying to tell your story, all type shit like that. You feel me? Put your face on the front. Like, all you doing is spilling secrets about Will Smith, probably. You know what I'm saying? I seen Jada Pinkett Smith like one. Anyway, bro, I'm done, bro. Let's continue. My bad. It shit ain't even start yet.
Yeah. So, you know, everything came out, and I was like, oh, I got to take myself to the table. Like now, mind you, Will and I were not together. We hadn't been together. 2016. And I decided I'm going to take myself to the table. Will says, I want to come to the table with you. And I was...
Hear motherfuckers in the back. Y'all meat riding overly bouncing on it. Overly bouncing on it. What are y'all doing? She ain't even say nothing yet. And Will Smith, don't think I'm done with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? These decisions that you made will haunt you for the rest of your life, right behind you forever. You know what I'm saying? So why did you agree to do that shit? Nigga agreed to do that shit just so that he could be in the same room as his wife that he is separated with. It sounds like nigga was doing anything to get back in her good graces. I'm not gonna lie, Jada Pinkett Smith seems like a woman that is very contentious. The Bible says you rather live out in the wilderness than live with a contentious woman. Am I right? Am I wrong? It says something along those lines. You know what I mean?
I was really surprised, and I was like, wow. He's like, I don't want you to be at the table by yourself. I want to support you. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he comes to the table, and, you know, I try to just, you know, and this is a really complex moment. We come to the table, and Will's not ready. He's not ready. And he's kind of backtracking. And he's going through this motion. And I'm like, So I'm like, well, I'm going to have to speak my truth.
Weak ass laughs in the background.
But I'm also going to protect you.
You ain't never protect that
So
nigga.
if I got to look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm going to do it.
They over here acting like this is a comedy slam, my nigga. The fuck is going on? No one's looking at this like, what type of fucking hoops are you jumping through? The type of mental gymnastics you trying to do to make yourself seem like what you did wasn't wrong? No, what you did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And this mental gymnastics isn't going to fool me. I don't know who you could fool, but it's not me, Playboy. What the fuck is you talking about? And she be talking about alopecia, bro. I feel like she is a motherfucking a liar, bro. I feel like she's a liar, bro. She be talking about this damn alopecia. Alopecia makes your hair fall out, right? Am I wrong? I'm like, maybe I'm tweaking. Why she still got hella hair growing on every part of her head? I don't see not one singular patch. My girlfriend watches a video, a YouTube channel. It's this girl, and she be with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend has alopecia. Nigga has, like, bald spots in his head, like all over the place, and, like, you know, he usually keeps it, like, super bald, but however, when his hair grows out, you know, you see all the patches in his head. You know what I'm saying? From the alopecia. Bitch don't got no patches. Not one singular patch, man. I ain't seen not one singular patch. Where the fuck the patch is at? I don't believe you. Where you got alopecia? You got alopecia on your ass crack? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck the alopecia at? Is alopecia in the room with us? Where the fuck she at? Alopecia. Where the fuck she at, bro? I'm tweaking, bro. I don't like Jada Pinkett Smith. If you guys aren't aware at this point, my bad. I don't fuck with her, bro. Type shit. Anyway.
Wow. Yo. Baby, I know I cheated on you with your sister's best friend, but I only did it to protect you. I only did it to make sure you was good. Even though I wasn't making sure you was good when I was smashing your sister on your mother's birthday in the back of an El Dorado. I only did it for you to protect your feelings. Even though I gave you an STD, and you got glaucoma all up in your coochie. You couldn't even see it coming. But I did it for us. So if I have to look like the adulterous husband that I actually am, I'll do it to make sure you're good.
So, and that wasn't the case. But I wanted him to be okay. Now, also in that moment, two things.
I hope she ain't convinced Will Smith of this bullshit. I hope Will Smith doesn't believe this. Like, oh yeah, I told the world that I was a cheater so that you could be good. No, all you made this nigga look like was a cuck. You made him look like a cuck. The fuck?
As I'm moving forward, I'm also moving backwards. Because of what I realized at that moment, I got in my martyrdom bag. And what that is for me is, I hadn't quite learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road.
I didn't quite know how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road. Bitch, you had to be like 45 years old. Grown ass woman, by the way. Fuck is you talking about? You knew you were wrong. You probably still wrong. And now you saying I'm a better person than when I was, when I did these bad things. And I was really doing a good thing. No, bitch. You're still wrong. You probably 0.7% better person. That ain't big percentages. You 0.5, you 0.1976% better person.
And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road.
Even though I love taking trips and I might leave you at home, I gotta make sure when you take a trip, I don't leave myself at home. This girl must have went to the Kamala Harris Institute of Word Salad.
I wouldn't have known that that was an aspect that I needed to heal if it hadn't been for my kids, my mother, my friends were so hurt that I had done that to myself.
I didn't realize making myself look like the cheater I am to make you look good was going to make me look bad. And that's an
and him look bad. Let's add that
aspect that I had to heal from. If it wasn't for my kids who were so hurt that I made myself look bad by taking accountability and admitting what I did, that I vowed to them I will never take accountability again for sleeping with their friends.
Yeah,
They
because
couldn't believe.
they actually asked you afterwards. Now, mind you, smart businesswoman. They own their content. She could have killed it.
Yeah.
She could have said, "Oh, heck no, no, this didn't work as planned."
Yeah.
But you did it anyway.
Yeah, my manager, Miguel, Ellen Rakuten, who's the producer, they begged me. My PR, my Karen Censor, they all begged me. They were like, please.
They begged her to ruin Will Smith's reputation. Randomly as fuck. Randomly as fuck. Just ruin this nigga reputation. Kill his shit. Will ain't never been the same since then, my nigga. Nigga going on stage slapping motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? His movies ain't doing what they used to do. He's not as beloved as he used to be. I remember watching an interview and he was in the car with somebody. And they were doing an interview together. And like Will Smith was so loved, bro, by everybody. They drove past a wedding. Just a random wedding that was going on. Will Smith hopped out of the car and just went to the wedding, and they treated this nigga like, oh my God, type shit, whatever. This nigga was so loved. Will Smith, no one disliked Will Smith, not a singular person, bro. Maybe like one of Jada Pinkett Smith's secret lovers probably hated him. You know what I'm saying? But nobody hated Will Smith. Nobody disliked him. Nobody even thought like the smallest smidget of bad thing about Will Smith. Niggas is like, yo, Will Smith has to be like the perfect nigga. It doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of those personas kind of crashed and burned. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, The Rock and Kevin Hart, shit like that. But yeah, bro. Nigga was so loved. And she ruined it. Like off nothing. She just killed that shit immediately. One stroke. Made him look like a cuck. How you gonna cuck Will Smith? He was one of the greatest fucking actors on earth. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this. And two things. I was like, I needed people to know. First, I wasn't gonna be emotionally blackmailed. I was like, oh, hold up.
Emotionally blackmailed? What the fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? That don't mean nothing. This is mental gymnastics. She ain't say shit since she started talking, boy. This is what she do at the crib with Will Smith. I will not be emotionally blackmailed. Bitch, what? You emotionally blackmailing me, talking about emotional blackmailing. The fuck?
I'm gonna put myself out there. You ain't got the period. And on top of it, I want Will out. I don't want him part of this. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'm the worst. Great. Let's be done with it.
Right.
I wanted it done. You got your answer. I'm the adulterous wife. Let's be done.
Who blackmailed you? Who is blackmailing you? Will Smith was blackmailing you? Who was emotionally blackmailing you? Who forced you to post that shit? You did not need to post that shit. No one forced you to post that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my hand on your shoulder as I say this to you. Nigga, nobody forced you to post that shit. You did that shit to yourself. You was not being blackmailed. You was being blackmailed by yourself, shorty. Pull it together. Pull it together. If you gonna come on this shit acting like you taking accountability, actually take fucking accountability. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is you talking about? Take accountability by saying, I'm sorry, Will Smith. William Smith. You know what I'm saying? That's how you take accountability. What you just did right here is just averting accountability to your former self. You're not even taking accountability. You're putting the accountability on your former self. On the past. Like, yo, that was that person. That's not me now. I'm different.
And let's move on. You know, as to get him through it, the family through it, let it go. Right? And but I had to learn. That was a big.
And if y'all wasn't together, you're not the cheating wife like that. The problem is you slept with your son's friend. And now he's homosexual. Now he's homosexual.
Big learning moment for me. I wouldn't have been able to see that aspect of myself that needed to learn that I could love myself and love others. That we could all be on the road together. Which why this book was so important too, because I'm not leaving nobody on the side of the road. You know, including myself for once, right?
So if we're keeping score, I want you to imagine a man saying this. I cheated on my wife with our child's daughter. I go on a public podcast
with our child's daughter's friend. Holy shit. My dog, you left a big hole in this motherfucking your story already. You know what I'm saying? Your mind's, you know, the story that you making up, you fucked it off. You fucked it off already. It's okay. Type shit, but continue. My bad. Continue though. I know what you meant. You know what I'm saying? But like.
And I tell the whole world with my wife in front of me how I got into an entanglement with our daughter's friend. And my wife is publicly humiliated for the rest of her life and her career. And I'm the one that needs to be healed.
That's it. I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible. And me and Jada was reflecting about love. And I asked her, I said, what did she think was, you know, one of the biggest revelations that she had about love? She said that you cannot make a person happy. And I thought that was a real deep idea. You can make a person smile, you can make a person feel good, you can make a person laugh, but whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. I remember the day I retired. I literally said to Jada, that's it. I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible.
That's what you should have fucking said at that red table talk, nigga. You should have came loaded, nigga. You should have said, you did what you did. You know what I'm saying? We weren't together and that's okay. Because I retired from trying to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? I let you go out into the world and figure out if you could even be happy. We broke up. You know what I'm saying? And we came back together after you realized your happiness is not my fucking problem. Boom. Your happiness is not the weight I need to carry. You feel me? Boom. And then you should have got up and skedaddled, nigga. Don't even let her talk, nigga. Red table talk, nothing. Fuck you mean. Ran out that bitch, boy. Don't let her say shit, boy. Then it would have been like, damn, he kind of spit some shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? His wife still slept with a son friend. You can't even trust her. You can't even trust her around your son friends type shit. You can't trust her around nobody type shit. You can't trust her around family members. You can't trust her around nobody. Because she probably gonna let somebody pipe. Fuck you mean. But type shit, you said something. Nigga ain't say none of that, boy. Nigga got straight cuckoldery.
We cracked the hell up. We started talking about, we came into this false romantic concept that,
bro, I've been yapping my ass off.
Somehow when we got married that we would become one. And what we realized is that we were two completely separate people on two completely separate individual journeys, and that we were choosing to walk our separate journeys together. But her happiness was her responsibility, and my happiness was my responsibility.
Has Jada ever showed as much emotion?
You know how a woman starts crying? As a man, I'm not gonna lie, like you feel something in your chest, like in your heart, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a natural thing. I don't know what it is. But when she crying, that shit make me, ugh. Back up, nigga. Nigga, shut up, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Man.
For Will Smith as she does for Tupac.
My relationship with Pac and trying to figure that out, that was a huge loss in my life.
She over here crying and shit, bro. Bro, go be with Pac mentally in your fucking mind, you know what I'm saying? The only reason that this relationship has an end, in my opinion, is the fact that if this relationship ends, Jada is taking half this nigga money. Jada is taking half this nigga money, and there ain't shit that he could do about it. And she's gonna be happy. No, she's gonna find happiness. She's gonna find happiness in hopping on metakers. A lot of different metakers. Just, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Bitch just made 200 M's. Bomb. Turn the fuck up. You feel me? And then she gonna be hopping on all type of metakers. Never gotta work again in her life. Don't need to write no more of these sorry ass books. She just go do whatever the fuck she wants. You know what I'm saying? Still be unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Still be fucking unhappy. But at least she gets to have some fun and hop on different metakers, right? That's the reason I think that their relationship ain't over yet. And because they got kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that feels like it's about it, if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie. Like Will Smith doesn't win. What Will Smith needs to do is start buying homes and property and things and gold and shit like that and giving it all to his mama. Fuck you mean? Start spending all your fucking money on. Buy gold, you know what I'm saying? Diamonds, fucking all type of different shit. Or just start sending all your money off to your mama, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go buy a $40 million house, my nigga. Fuck it, we ball. Give that shit to your mama. And just continue to do that until you spent up about half of your money on. Right? But all on assets that you could get back. And then boom. You divorce her ass. She get like 25% rather than at 50%. Fuck you mean? I ain't letting you have my shit. Real mathematical thinking. Real analytical thinking, bro. I might have just did something. Stop playing. Stop playing. What you gonna do? Take my house from my mama? You got life fucked up. You can't do that. Yeah.
Really did believe that he was going to be here for the long run.
I mean, it was beyond friendship for us. The type of relationship we had. You only get that once in a lifetime.
Imagine being in this much pain over a man you wished was still here 30 years after his death.
My gosh. You know what type of friendship that is? That's the one friendship in a lifetime. That's the friendship that also gave you metakers. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, it's such a one friendship lifetime. Did he give you metakers or what? He gave you metakers? That shit was not no friendship, right? You putting that shit in a friendship role with metakers. You know why it's so important? Because you blended the two, and the two should not be fucking blended. You're an idiot.
But not even emotionally flinching at leaving the man that picked you back up and gave you the limelight for those 30 years. I mean, just tell me if you read it any differently with just how casual and nonchalant she is here, talking about divorcing Will Smith and still making it all about herself and her feelings.
Everybody's always like, why don't you just get divorced?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's like quitting. I don't think there's any person that could embrace the best and the worst of me and be willing to hold space. Would it be easier to go and find somebody else and have a more pleasing, more comfortable relationship? Maybe. But would that get me to the person that I really want to be? I don't think so.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But right now, I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
Even to have my house exactly how I want it. I don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it.
You're the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
And she's saying this, of course, after having made a mockery of her marriage by cheating on her husband with her son's best friend.
Because everybody knows what the happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have any entanglements. For people that don't know, what everybody knows, Will, his wife was her son's friend. okay?
That's why I say, to be respected among men, you need to be able to say no. But to be respected by a woman, you need to be able to walk away from her. And she needs to know that in the back of her mind. But here's the sad part. Will Smith never knew that he'd always be living under the constant shadow of the one man that Jada could never get over. And that's Tupac.
Were you ever jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac?
Yeah. They grew up together, they loved each other, but they never had that, they never had a sexual relationship. But they had come into that age where now that was a possibility, and then Jada was with me. Pac had a little thing on that, but she just loved him like he was the image of perfection, but she was with the Fresh Prince.
But Tupac wasn't the only rapper from the 90s living rent-free in Will Smith's head, because starting beef with Eminem was the last mistake that Will made in the rap industry. So click.
That shit's kind of like, that's like an artist that dies at their peak, like X. Like X dying or Juice WRLD dying, like they get solidified in like the world, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, they died at their peak. They died when they shouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was really up there. However, you know what I'm saying? If niggas live a full career and then die after they retired and all type of shit, it ain't quite the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably like that's probably like what happened to her in particular. You know what I'm saying?
The link below to watch that full breakdown and subscribe to Elites Exposed for more.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start I'm standing in my house.
Is that the love of your life?
Oh, I wouldn't say Pac is the love of my life, and I wouldn't say that I'm the love of his life either, right? I would say that Pac was just a beautiful expression, a beautiful representation of love in my life.
Interesting.
I don't know if there's such thing as a love of your life. I think that's a very romanticized concept, because I think that there are different people that represent different aspects of love.
Yeah.
Love is so vast, right? It's so vast. And so to say that if you want to know the love of my life, it would be the great supreme in myself.
Interesting.
Right?
Now, there's aspects of what she said that
Nigga, she said the great supreme in myself. What does the great supreme say? Do you listen to the words of the great supreme? They say it's supposed to be the wife, the husband, then God. The great supreme. You don't care. You don't give a fuck about shit. You don't even listen to what the great supreme told you to do. Nigga talk about the great supreme in myself. My temple, nigga. All I care about is my temple. And that's your problem. That's your fucking problem. You know what I'm saying?
I do 100% agree with. I don't do the whole soulmate, love of my life thing. There's 8 billion people in the world, and you have one person that's the love of your life. Let's think about this. 8 billion people in the world, and the love of your life just so happens to live in your city.
The love of your life doesn't mean it's the fucking person that's out there that's meant for you or the most important, just the great, oh my God, the love of my life. It isn't just some fucking random motherfucker that's out there. The love of your life. Because if you live your life, you in your deathbed, you know what I'm saying, you a moment away from dying, and you think about the love of your life, are you gonna be thinking about the random motherfucker that could have been the love of your life? That's not the love of your life. Your life is your life, my nigga. If you ain't met the motherfucker, you don't know the motherfucker, you ain't fall in love type shit, how can that be the love of your life? No, the love of your life is the person that you chose to be the love of your life, my nigga. The love of your life could be the most terrible person in the motherfucking planet, on the motherfucking earth. You feel me? That's all because you made that choice to do that. So I'm not getting behind this one. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where he goes. But this one, I don't know if I'm getting behind that one. The love of your life will be the love of your life at the end of your life, when you know that was the love of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have the love of your life up until that point, and then you get with somebody else, they be the love of your life up until the furthest point type shit. But for you to say, I don't believe in the love of your life, because what about the what about the person that lives over there in the UK that was your perfect soulmate? How the fuck is your perfect soulmate? Y'all ain't together. Y'all ain't get together. That wasn't a perfect shit. That was a random person, motherfucker. What the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
What are the odds? You know what I mean? So I don't really subscribe to that. However, I find it
You know what? Damn, I don't even want to talk shit about bro. Shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying, he must not have a bad bitch in his life. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You must not have found your bad bitch in your life, brother. I'm sorry, brother. It's okay. Continue.
interesting that when asked if Tupac was the love of her life, she had so much to say and, you know, just all this radiance that she said, even though she said that he's not, but we see her actions from previous clips. And she never even once brought up her husband. She said the love of her life is her supreme inner self. I'm going to just be real. Let that woman be with who she want to be with. If the love of her life or the person that she shows the most emotion towards is somebody that's been dead for 30 years, go let her ass lay in the graveyard with them niggas.
Y'all full of crap. And yeah, I'm sick and I lost my voice, but that ain't gonna never stop me from saying what need to be said.
Talk your shit.
You want to piss off the sisterhood? All you have to do is be honest, forthcoming, and accountable, and admit that we have weaknesses and mistakes, that we're full of flaws. They're not gonna like you for that. They're gonna condemn you for that because you're exposing the weaknesses that women have, the characteristics that women can have.
But that's the thing, it's not even the weakness that women have, not the characteristics that women have. It's the weakness that humans have and the characteristics that humans have. You know what I'm saying? So showing those things doesn't make you, you know, less. Acting perfect makes you less. You know what I'm saying? Because men have problems just like women have problems, and it don't really make no sense. They start calling you a what? A pick-me?
Be either detrimental to a relationship or show selfishness or show greed or show things that are detrimental that other people of opposite genders might deal with. They don't like anything that could reflect that he was possibly right or show examples that he was possibly right. They have to make it seem like it was just her by herself. She's the cancer, so we must bring her down because I am incapable of that. Not me, only those. And they will sit up there and deflect. And when it's time for them to take accountability for what they've done, all of a sudden they need to be a victim. Now it's, I only did this because of him. He did this, he did that. And they don't want to say it was strictly off the strength of them as their own woman that they chose to do that. They're not going to like you for that. The brotherhood will embrace another brother for being accountable and support him on his journey to healing and growing into a better man. But the womanhood will condemn a woman for growing and being accountable and say that she's less of a woman because they want to remain delusional. They want to clap for each other when they're wrong. They want to support being able to put down the opposite gender because they want to feel like they're more powerful and they're more right. But all you're doing is celebrating a bunch of clownness. You're going to remain lost, and the woman that you put down will always be more woke and aware. She will watch you fail as she'll exceed past you. I never cared for the sister circle. I always cared about women that understood what it was to be a woman, to grow up, be aware, be accountable, and make better decisions moving forward.
Guys, I'm going to leave the content right here. Check this out.
Type shit. Damn, am I stroking? Shake my head. You know what I'm saying? But that reminds me of a video that I just saw, or not a video. It was a post that I just saw. Actually, it might have been a video. It was Cardi B, and she was breastfeeding one of her children. Newborn child, baby, breastfeeding the child. You know what I'm saying? You see her nipples, all type of shit. Newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? The other nipple is also, it's not showing. It wasn't like the nipples that was showing. But like the areolas. You know what I'm saying? And the other one was covered by a star. Like in my head, like I get it, like you can post whatever you want type shit, like you're feeding you're giving your child sustenance. But I don't think I've ever seen her post one of her kids just eating a meal. I ain't never seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen her saying, bro, this is nature's circle. Her taking a shit. I ain't seen that one. Those are very natural things that happen. You know what I'm saying? They don't really correlate with each other. Don't get mad because I'm comparing two things, you know what I'm saying? But also on top of that, you didn't need to show the areolas. That was very easily hideable. You know what I'm saying? The areolas didn't need to be shown. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can have, you can, you know, put an emoji or some shit over where it doesn't show, you know, the areolas and shit. Like, you peeked the areolas on purpose. Why did you put a star on the other titty? The other titty had a star on it. Why was it a star? Why the shape of a star? You could have put a circle. You could have put an earth. You could have put like a moon. You could have put the sun. You know what I'm saying? You could have put some shit that really symbolized some shit. You just put a random star on the titty. Like, it seems performative to me. It seems like very performative, actually, like super performative, you know? And then motherfuckers in the comments talking about, oh my God, they were going stupid in the comments. Niggas was talking about pepperonis, pepperoni emojis, all type of crazy shit. They was going stupid, you know what I'm saying? But somebody said some shit and people would comment back, or somebody said some shit about that, you know? And of course she just had a baby. I'm sure like the milk and all this shit, like you gotta take these things into account. You know what I'm saying? It may have, affected different things, or maybe it didn't. That's just how she naturally fucking is, and that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there should be acceptance of women's bodies, of course. But motherfuckers in the comments talking about you ain't never seen a real woman's body. Nigga, what? Like, I get where you go. I get where you coming from. Every nigga done seen a real woman's body, because every woman's body is a real woman's body. Fuck is we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen a real woman's body, though. Every woman's body is a real woman's body. Unless it's not a real woman's body, that's something else to talk about. But what are we saying? What are we saying here? You know what I'm saying? So now you're saying that other women's bodies that don't look like her body aren't real women's bodies? I don't know, bro. That's like one of those things. That's like that Coyle Ray shit where now niggas are like, oh yeah, Coyle Ray fine as shit, whatever, da 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 da. And then, they're talking about, oh, when niggas used to say that Coyle Ray was fine, mind you, she was well into her 20s, all type of shit. Niggas would say that she was fine, and they would get shamed for thinking that she's fine because she was petite. And get called all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was women saying that shit. Is that not body shaming? You know what I'm saying? Is that not backwards? You're body shaming a real woman's body because it doesn't align with probably your body. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get it. Anyway, y'all let me know what you guys think. I am a fucking yapper. Anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.